to broadcast high school athletics
Online
from Portland's West Side.
We are West Side Mobile Media.
Banks, Oregon.
Number 3, Molly Matthews. Number 4, Shelby Bruni. Number 5, Megan Davis. Number 7, Maddie Wilkin. Number 8, Emily Carlson. Number 9, Madeleine Linder. Number 10, Avery Biederman. Number 11, Meredith Visser. Number 12, Sammy Sampson. Number 13, Molly Tremaine. Number 14, Kenley Matusi. And number 20, Fiona Duryea. I hope I got that right. Astoria is coached by assistant coaches Lou Marcaneri, Libby Bartolomeo, Corey Blacker, and head coach Kent Israel. And now your lineup for the Banks Lady Braves. Number 6, Mia Schertz. Number 14, Abby Grossaint. Number 22, Mackenzie Fields. Number 9, Jordan Mallard. Number 8, Katie Raines. Number 3, Olivia Wyatt. Number 21, Hayden Rockwell. Number 17, Cassandra Douglas. Number 5, Alex Saunders. Number 2, Lila Davis. Number 11, Marissa Herbert. And number 1, Madison Bigsby. Banks is coached by assistant coach Allie Van Loo and head coach Carla Colton.
Had some mic issues. We'll get you some game information in just a moment after this break to cover the national anthem.
Thinking about updating your kitchen or bath? James Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They offer stone countertop fabrication and installation and cabinet installation services. They'll do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based locally in Washington County, they'll do jobs in most Portland metro locations. Call 503-753-9993 or email jasonbondremodeling@gmail.com. Jason Bond Remodeling, Oregon CCV number 227733.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
And we're back, just about set for the first pitch of the Co-op League home opener for the Banks Lady Braves as they get ready to host Astoria. We mentioned earlier that although our mic was having issues, Banks Lady Braves 2-4, historically one of the strongest programs in 4A softball, but new head coach this year under Carla Colton and assisted by former Braves player, recent alumni Allie Van Loo. Won their first 2 games, scoring 27 runs in wins over Gladstone and Estacada, but they did give up 21 runs in those 2 wins. So despite victories in their first 2 games, giving up too much offense to their competitors. The last 4 games, however, they've only managed 10 runs in a loss to 3A Dayton, the team they're going to get more familiar with next year as they drop down to 3A and the Coastal Range League, joining Yamhill Carlton and Rainier, 2 traditionally strong 3A softball programs. Also, the other 3 games after Dayton swept in a doubleheader at LeGrand, including a game where they got shut out 15-0, and then losing at Valley Catholic 4-1, a team that has only brought their softball program back just in the last 2 or 3 years. Looks like leading off for Astoria will be infielder number 1, Naomi Homestead. We apologize, we do not have access to the starting lineup, so we'll get you the defense as we can see them lined up around the field. Starting, well, catcher for the Braves having a discussion with the home plate umpire right now. Looks like
First up the bat for the fisherman, Naomi Homestead.
it will be Cassandra Douglas for the Braves. At first, Olivia Wyatt. So good to see Olivia back in the lineup. First pitch is taken high for ball one. Starting pitcher today for the Lady Braves, Alex Saunders. 1-0 count to Naomi Homestead. For pitches popped up to the edge of the grass at shortstop, making the catch for out number one. Looks like number 9, Jordan Mallard, at shortstop.
For the fisherman, Mercedes Walter.
Another infielder for Astoria, number 2, Mercedes Walter. Rosters you see on the screen are the same ones we have access to on OSAA. Pitch is late, called strike at the knees, 0-1. And this pitch is ripped just foul down the third base line. Count goes to 0-2 with one out after the pop fly by Naomi Homestead to start off the game. The 0-2 from Alex, one out. Pitch is taken a little bit high and off the plate. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Try to bring you as many softball broadcasts this season as possible, but double duty for, actually triple duty for baseball as that pitch rolls to the plate. Count is 2-2. Baseball this year, as usual, handling public address and scoreboard duties as well. So we will bring you as many softball home broadcasts as possible on days that baseball is either on the road or not playing, as Mercedes Walter lines one to left for the first base hit of the game, and that will bring to the plate number 4 outfielder Shelby Bruni. One out runner first is Mercedes Walter after a 1-out single to left. Pitch from Saunders, lobs one to the plate, and Mercedes Walter was about a third of the way to second before she got back. If that ball had gotten past Cassandra Douglas, she would have been all the way to third, I think, or second by the time she was able to pick up the ball. And that hits her on the right elbow. And now Astoria is in business with a runner in scoring position, just 1 out, and power at the plate in the form of Tinley Mattiucci. So 2 runners aboard, a hit batter and a single to left. The pitch is low and bounced to the plate, but nice job by Cassandra to keep it in front of her, not allow the runners to advance. 1 ball count to Tinley Mattiucci. 1-0 is right there, right down the pipe for strike one, evening the count, taking all the way, 1-1. Big baseball and softball day. Baseball openers around Major League today. A pitch on the inside corner. Nice, froze Tinley that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and a big pitch coming up for Alex Saunders to try to get the second out with a runner in scoring position. The 1-2 windup is swung on, and that's going to get lined to right. And that's going to get all the way to the wall and score the first run of the game. Likely 2 runs, and it's a 2-run triple for Tenley Mattiucci. And Astoria's on the board first with a 2-0 lead. Still just 1 out in the top of the first.
All right, Maddie, your turn.
And as we said, as Tenley Mattiucci stepped to the plate, she brought power, and that swing she did. Got all the way to the fence for a stand-up triple and giving Astoria a 2-0 lead, still just 1 out. Big swing and a miss that time from Maddie Wilkin, listed as a right-handed pitcher, the only pitcher listed on this roster. I'm sure a few others pitch from time to time, but she will likely be the starter today. 0-1 count after the swinging strike. That's going to get through down the left field line and score another run. 3-0 Astoria. Still just 1 out in the top of the first. A lot of pitchers on this Braves lineup, and Alex went almost the distance in the 14-10 win over Gladstone, but with a deep tribe of pitchers for the Braves, I would not be surprised if they go to someone else here early, already down 3-0. 0-1 the count to New Astoria hitter number 20, Fiona Duryea, starting catcher. One other catcher listed on this Astoria lineup, number 3, Molly Matthews. Pitch is swung on and missed, strike 2. And Braves need a couple of outs here to get out of this jam to start the game, already giving up 3 runs in just the first out. The 1-2 from Alex is low, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alex was also ahead 1-2 to the last hitter, Tenley Mattiucci. That pitch is grounded foul into the fence in front of the Astoria dugout up the third base side. Count remains 2-2. To Duryea is pitch high. Count is full. Now, Astoria having no problem getting on base and picking up runs early. You do not want to give them an extra base via the walk. Pitch 3-2 is swung on and popped up foul, making the catch over near the visitors on deck circle. Number 21, third baseman Hayden Rockwell. Normally the everyday listed as shortstop on the roster. So Banks trying to get out of the top half of the first, giving up just the 3 runs. 2 outs now after the pop-up in foul territory off the third base side. Megan Davis at the plate for Astoria. Pitch is dribbled foul into the gate up the third base side in front of the visitors dugout. 0-1. Alex takes her time. Nice pitch, a little bit high, but got her to swing at it. And she missed for strike 2. And now Alex Saunders 1 pitch away of getting out of the inning, allowing just the 3 runs, but has been ahead 1-2 against a couple of batters that have already came around to score for Astoria. Pitch that time lobbed to the plate a little bit high and outside for the first ball at the at-bat, 1-2. 1-2 from Alex. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 on a pitch off the outside corner. And Alex Saunders gets out of the inning with a strikeout. But Astoria brings 3 runners across the plate, gets a couple of base hits, and leaves nobody stranded after half an inning. We head to the bottom of the first. It's Astoria 3 and the Banks Lady Braves nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute after this from Sarah Hesselman, Keller Williams Realty. This is Banks Braves softball presented by Jason Bond Remodeling.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your Banks Braves. Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
And we're back, bottom of the first inning. Astoria 3-0 lead in the home opener for the Braves in the Coapa League.
Jordan Mallard.
The 2022 Coapa League season, leading off for the Braves against number 7, Maddie Wilkins, starting pitcher for Astoria. Number 9, shortstop Jordan Mallard. First pitch from Wilkin, a little bit up and off the plate. Ball 1. Close. I think it was in the upper part of the strike zone, but off the plate, well outside, as that pitch gets away from Duryea for ball 2. Too bad Jordan's the leadoff hitter. Would have been a there'd been a runner aboard, it would have allowed the runner to reach the next base on a pass ball. 2-1 the count after a swinging strike from Jordan. That pitch is fouled off over the top off the first base side. 2-2. 2-2 from Wilkin is well low, down below the knees. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Braves have been having problems scoring runs as of late. They're going to need to do everything they can to manufacture runs against a very potent Astoria offense, as that one is pounded foul and up the third base side. 3-2 pitch, well up and out of the strike zone. And there's a leadoff walk for the Braves coming to the plate. Number 8, Katie Raines, second baseman.
Katie Raines.
First pitch to Katie, up and out of the strike zone, ball 1. One-0 from Wilkin, herky-jerky move, and that one is nice-looking fastball, maybe a little bit outside, but Katie unable to catch up with it, waves and misses for strike 1. Count is even, 1-1. That pitch right there at the knees, swing and a miss for strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes to Katie Raines. The 1-2 from Wilkin. High fastball, blew it past her. May have been a little bit up out of the strike zone, but got her to swing, and she misses, and the count, that's the first out. Now for the Braves, that'll bring Olivia Wyatt to the plate, playing first base this afternoon. First pitch from Wilkin, taking close pitch, maybe a little bit outside, ruled ball 1. The 1-0 from Wilkin. Late called strike right there. Really surprised she didn't swing on that. It must have been taking all the way. Good looking pitch from Wilkin. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at first after a leadoff walk is Jordan Mallard, who's now at second after Duryea loses that one between her feet. 2-1 the count to Braves speedster Olivia Wyatt. 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. Got to get the bat off the shoulders, Olivia. That also nice pitch. She could have turned the bat on. 2-2 the count. A little bit outside, I guess. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're set up right behind home plate, a little bit off to the left. Full count pitch. Taken outside, and that a close pitch as well. Wilkin will walk. Give up 2 walks here in the bottom of the first.
Rockwell.
Sandwiched in the middle, a strikeout to Katie Raines, and that'll bring up number 21. Third baseman Hayden Rockwell to the plate. Pitch from Wilkin, showing bunt, and that's going to get through the legs of Duryea all the way to the backstop, and the runners will advance. And now Banks with 2 runners in scoring position with a runner at second and third and just 1 out. And that'll likely take away the double play. The 0-1 is grounded to the shortstop. Throw to first is the only play, but that'll score a run. Throw to third, not in time. And she slid under the tag as the ball got there. Don't think the ball had reached the glove yet. Very close play. Safe at third with her speed, Olivia White, and it's now 3-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Still in favor of Astoria.
Cassandra Douglas.
Two outs, bottom of the first. Batting for the Braves, number 17, Cassandra Douglas, and pass ball gets to the backstop. Olivia Wyatt sacrifices herself with that sore shoulder and pulls the Braves within 1, scoring on the pass ball to make the score 3-2. Number 17, Cassandra Douglas at the plate. Changed the first pitch from a strike to a ball. That pitch, though, is a strike. 1-1 the count. Pitch a little bit low and inside. 2-1 the count. Braves have been having a problem getting their bat off the shoulders on some close pitches and getting a couple of breaks to get 2 walks in the inning. They've both come around to score, as that one is lined foul off the neck of the bat, nearly hit the first base coach for Astoria. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Astoria trying to head to the second, still clinging to a 1-run lead. Bases are empty. Pitch that time is high for ball 3. 3-2 Astoria lead. Braves with 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Cassandra Douglas at the plate, swing and a miss for strike 3, but the Braves get a couple runs back, and after 1 full inning, it's Astoria 3 and Banks 2. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back after this from Wanna Credit Union.
You could save hundreds of dollars by moving another loan over to Wanna Credit Union. Receive cash or make no payments for 90 days. Get started by visiting wana.fcu.org. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Three to two, Braves lead, one out. Astoria at the plate, number one, restarting the top of the order, Naomi Homestead. One-zero pitch, swung on and squirts foul off the third base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Correction, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 pitch is high, 2-1. Want to thank all our sponsors. Presenting sponsor Jason Bond Remodeling, Jim's Market, our pregame sponsor Sarah Hesselman, Keller Williams Realty, Christy Van Meter, Wanna Credit Union. This pitch is going to drop down the first base side, throw to first. They're not going to get it in time. And now Astoria has runners at first and second, threatening again.
Number 2, Mercedes.
Same spot where they did last inning. with one out. And time called as Cassandra Douglas on the right side of the infield are going to come in and try to calm down Alex. Mercedes Walter coming up for her second at-bat. Runners at first and second, and now home plate umpire is going to come out to break up the friendly chat. Also want to thank LaHaye's Custom Embroidery of Hillsborough and Terry Powell American Family Insurance for helping us bring you Banks High School athletics all school year long. First pitch to Mercedes Walter, one out. Right on the inside corner for strike one. The 0-1 to Mercedes Walter, swung on off the end of the bat to third in time for the lead runner, and that's a huge out for the Braves to try to keep Astoria scoreless in this second inning. Still a runner in scoring position, but now just needing one out to head to the bottom of the second and keep this a one-run game. That'll bring up left-handed hitter number 4, Shelby Bruni.
Shelby Bruni.
First pitch is lobbed to the plate, ball one, and they're going to look the runner at second back. It's like Naomi Homestead. Definitely do not want to risk a run scoring on a second out, trying to pick off a move, or pick off a runner trying to make a move from second to third on a overthrow to third base, with Alex trying to keep this a one-run game. 3-2 pitch, a little bit high, ball 2. Three-ball count to Shelby Bruni. Pitch right there. Wow, must have been a little bit inside. Looked right there, but rolled ball 4. And now the bases are loaded. Again, power hitter Tinley Mattiucci at the plate with 2 outs. Had a triple to the wall in right in her first at bat. Takes a called strike on the first pitch. Outer half of the plate, 0-1. The 0-1 to Tinley, ripped right back up the middle for another run. 2 more runs will score the throw in time. And Tinley Mattiucci already with 4 RBIs, 2 for 2 on the day after a triple and now a single here in the top of the second to make the score 5-2. Top of the second inning, pitch is low, rolled to the ground that time. At the plate, starting pitcher number 7, Maddie Wilkin for Astoria. (1-0) is a little bit high. Tight, very tight strike zone for the home plate umpire. A couple of close pitches on both sides being ruled out of the strike zone, not missing by much. That pitch well up and off the plate. 3-0, and Alex Saunders in danger of walking in a run to give Astoria their third run for the second straight frame. 3-0 pitch taken all the way for strike one. Temperature is expected to be about 20 degrees cooler tomorrow. Pitch that time. Oh, swung on a bad pitch that really fooled Maddie that time. Dropped all the way in front of the plate, almost bounced to the plate. Now a big pitch for Alex Saunders, trying to get out of a 3-0 hole with the bases loaded. Now a 3-2 count, and that pitch is high. And she's going to walk in. No, apparently first base was open, so now the bases are loaded. Kind of hard to see down the first base line, getting screened out by the home plate umpire. Fiona Duryea, starting catcher, at the play for Astoria with 2 outs, bases juiced. Pitch from Alex, so swung on late and just getting a piece of it off the end of the bat, straight back off one of the main support poles for the backstop, 0-1. The 0-1 to Duryea. Alex spins the ball in her left hand, places it in her glove, sets and fires. That one's fouled off almost the same pole, a little bit higher up towards the top of the backstop. Count now 2 strikes, and again Alex Saunders trying to get out of the inning, allowing just the 2 runs after giving up 3 to start the game. The 0-2 to Duryea. And nobody covering first. And it's going to be an infield base hit for Astoria. And 3 runs for the second straight inning to make the score 6-2. And time called, as that play the Braves definitely needed a talking to, as nobody was covering first, and it allowed another run to score with what should have been the 3rd out of the inning on a slow grounder to the right side that didn't even make it back to the pitcher's circle. So Astoria 3 in the first, now 3 in the second. Bases still loaded. Two outs. First pitch to Megan Davis is high for ball 1. The 1-0 from Alex, sets, fires and misses high. Held on to that one a little too long. 2-0 the count. The 2-0 right there in the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded for Astoria. 2 outs, a 6-2 lead. Two 1 from Alex Saunders upstairs for ball 3. And again, if she misses here, the score is going to be 7-2 Astoria. (3-1) is upstairs for ball 4, and Mattiucci will come around to score off the bases loaded walk, and it's now 7-2 Astoria in the top of the second. First pitch taken for a strike that time. Good pitch from Alex to number 10, Avery Biederman. Second time at the plate. Seems like Astoria's going through their order every time they come to the plate offensively. That one grounded back to the pitcher, throw to first. In time, high, but Alex makes the throw to Olivia at first. 1-3 on the putout to end the top of the second, but Astoria gets 4 runs, and after an inning and a half, it's now the Fishermen 7 and the Banks Lady Braves 2. We'll be back in 1 minute after this from Terry Powell, American Family Insurance.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand it's more than a farm, it's your life. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect what you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Call American Family Agent Terry Powell in Gaston, 503-521-8842.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. Bottom of the second inning, leading off for the Braves.
First up for the Braves.
Number 5, starting pitcher Alex Saunders. Trying to get at least a couple runs back to keep this within striking distance. Down 7-2, bottom of the second inning. Astoria with a 5-run lead. First pitch, nice. Right there, foul tipped into the glove of Duryea, 0-1. The 0-1 to Alex from Wilkin is a little bit low, dropped about halfway between the knees and the ankles, 1-1. One pitch to Alex, big swing and a miss, strike 2. The 1-2 to Saunders, strike 3 called. Late call, got the outside corner, and that's going to be the first out in the bottom of the second for the Braves. At the plate, number 2, outfielder Lila Davis. First pitch from Wilkin to Davis is popped over the top of the backstop off the right side, 0-1. Bunted foul. Again showing bunt and up the third base side, and it's going to spin off the hand of Megan Davis, and the Braves again have a leadoff base runner to start the second inning. Actually, correction, 1 out. The first batter, Alex Saunders, starting pitcher, struck out. Batting for Banks, number 11, outfielder Marissa Herbert. Showing bunt as well, and that one is off the glove of. And late on the decision to try to get to third, and she's safe. Made that play a lot closer than it did, was getting the go call from her bench and went about a quarter of the way before she actually pulled the trigger. But the Braves now, they're going to actually rule her out, I guess. Apparently left before initially ruled safe, but 2 outs now for the Braves, and the base is empty. A big out for Astoria. At the plate for Banks, number 11, Marissa Herbert. She was headed to the dugout looking for looking to go back out to the field. Thought it was strike 3. The 1-2 from Wilkin, that is strike 3. She swings and misses. And Braves have some problems offensively. Do get a 1-out runner aboard, but unable to bring a run across the plate after a controversial call at third, initially ruled safe, and then the call was changed to out on Katie. Actually, Lila Davis, and we head to the top of the third. It's still Astoria 7. Banks 2 will be back after this. In 60 seconds. From Diamond Residential Mortgage.
Have you ever wanted to explore the option of purchasing a home or refinancing your current home to lower your interest rate or get cash back for debt consolidation? I'm Amy Downs, a Senior Loan Officer with Diamond Residential Mortgage Corporation, and I pride myself on working with complete transparency, honesty, and integrity throughout the loan process and beyond. Call me at 360-513-6808 today. NMLS 1583279. Licensed loan originator in Oregon, Washington, Tennessee, Texas, and Arizona.
Diamond Residential Mortgage Corporation is
Andy McNabb Allstate in North Plains is your local Allstate agent. Located at 10120 Northwest Glencoe, across from Subway. She has 20 years of Allstate experience providing auto, home.
First up for Astoria, Madeleine Linder.
And we're back. Top of the third inning, Astoria at the plate, leading off. Number 9, Madeleine Linder, outfielder. First pitch, a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to Linder right there as it drops late. Down around the knees, 0-2. The 0-2 to Linder, swung on line to right to Olivia Wyatt for the easy out. Almost like she was playing catch, but drops late and rolls it to her at first base, and she easily makes the tag for out number 1. Braves yet to get an empty frame against Astoria. 3 in the first, 4 in the second. Banks did get 2 back in the bottom of the first. 7-2, Astoria. Pitch is lined past the diving effort from number 9, Jordan Mallard, and Astoria again. All of their damage has started with 1 out, and they have another 1-out base runner after a base hit to left. That'll bring up number 2, Mercedes Walter. First pitch from Alex. Walter shows bunt, throw to second. And nice job to back up the throw, but that'll take away the double play now with runner at second, I believe, Naomi Homestead. Looks like number 1 at second. Now batting number 2, Mercedes Walter. Pitch from Alex right there, swung on, lined off the glove. Throw to first is high, and an error is going to allow the runner to score, or runner to reach third from second. And Banks starting to fall apart, and again, time called. Braves falling apart defensively on what should have been the second out and kept the runner at second. Instead, it's a lob from about 10 feet away, and what should have been an easy toss to first for out number 2. And now runners at the corners and still just 1 out. but it does put the double play back in effect. So Alex Saunders will stay. Slow grounder back up the middle that got off the glove of Alex Saunders. Got to second, and I believe Katie Raines, the second baseman this afternoon, made about a 10-foot throw that went about 10 feet in the air, well too high. Nice job. Throw to the double play to keep Astoria off the board in the third. So one huge mistake, but one huge great defensive play that time on the line to short and throw back to first for the 5-3 double play to end the top of the third. Astoria does get a base hit and leaves a couple runners. After 2.5, it's still Astoria 7, Banks 2. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back in a moment. You're watching Banks Braves softball on Westside Mobile Media, presented by Jason Bond Remodeling. We'll be back after this from Andy McNabb, Allstate.
Andy McNabb Allstate in North Plains is your local Allstate agent. Located at 10120 Northwest Glencoe, across from Subway. She has 20 years of Allstate experience providing auto, home, renters, life, and other insurance products. Get a quote and receive a $10 gift card. Andy McNabb Allstate. Call 503-433-5030. That's 503-433-5030.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. I'm Chris Recheck, your Forest Grove Edward Jones financial advisor. At Edward Jones, we believe in building a complete picture of your financial life, including your goals and passions, so we can help you work toward achieving what's most important to you. Call me at 503-359-4092 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Leading off for Banks, outfielder number 1, Madison Bigsby. First pitch misses for ball 1. Seven to 2 Astoria lead, bottom of the third. Waves at a horrible pitch up and out of the strike zone. Come on, Madison. One is waved at and missed. Fastball outer half of the plate, 1-2. The 1-2 to Madison, swung on, and that's going to get through for a base hit between third and short for a leadoff single in the bottom of the third.
Number 9, Jordan Mallard.
Top of the order at the plate, Jordan Mallard for the Braves, starting shortstop. Pitch is bunted in front of the plate. Throw to first is just in time, but that will move Madison Bigsby over to third and just one out. Banks had a runner at third last inning, but initially called safe and then changed the call. One out runner at third for Braves hitter number 8, Katie Raines. That one bunted foul. Behind home plate, 0-1. Pitch that time lifted foul off the middle portion of the backstop. Kind of a stepped backstop along both sides. And that one is a grounder back to second, but that will score a run on the second out, and it's now 7-3 with 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
Number 3, Olivia Wyatt.
So the base is empty after the run at third scored. The only runner aboard and the only play on the bunt was, or on the ground ball to first was to first base. 1-2 the count to Olivia Wyatt, or now a 1-ball count. Pitch is lifted foul off the first base side. Playable, but unable to get there in time as that one gets over towards the fence about halfway between the edge of the grass and the outfield wall and right. 1-1 the count. Pitch to Olivia. Oh, wave to the pitch off the plate low. Trying to golf at one, trying to get her team back with one swing, but now behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Taken high, close. A little bit up and out of the strike zone, 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Wilkin is lifted down the left field line, foul. Unfortunately, no runners aboard for Olivia Wyatt. Straighten that one out, and the score would be at least 7-4, but almost home run distance on that swing. Still 2-2, 2 outs, 7-3 after a run in. Pitch taken for strike 3, and that'll do it for the third inning. Braves do get a run back, and after 3 full, we head to the top of the fourth. It's now Astoria 7 and Banks 3. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back after this from Northside Rock of North Plains.
Northside Rock Products in North Plains is where you can get gravel products directly from the quarry. They service contractors as well as homeowners. They can get rock straight from the quarry that's essential for paths, driveways, under concrete slabs and roads, as it packs and condenses well. Northside Rock Products offers a variety of quality crushed rock and fill material, as well as boulders and specialty rock. They offer trucks for hire for contractor work. Northside Rock Products can bring their mobile crusher to your jobs for on-site crushing and screening. Delivery is available. Get all you need at low winter rates. Northside Rock Products LLC on Northwest Dixie Mountain Road in North Plains. NorthsideRockProductsLLC.com.
North Plains Chamber of Commerce invites you to check out Oregon Coffee Roaster. Based in the Portland foothills, this wholesale roaster has decades of experience offering quality Arabica coffee and loose leaf tea to businesses. Whether you're a business customer interested in a bulk order of 10 pounds or more, or a residential customer interested in smaller quantities, contact them today for your coffee needs. Call 503-647-5102 or visit their website, OregonCoffee.com. Top of the fourth inning, Astoria now a 7-3 lead. 3 in the first, 4 in the second. Tinley Mattiucci, a big part of that. 4 runs, 2 for 2 on the day. A triple in her first at bat and a single to right that scored 2 more runs. 4 RBIs on the afternoon, a 7-3 lead. First pitch misses high for ball 1. The 1-0 from Alex swung on, and that's going to drop for a base hit. 3 for 3 for Tinley Mattiucci. Three for 3, 4 RBIs, 2 singles, and a triple for Tinley Mattiucci. Starting pitcher Maddie Wilkin at the plate. Leadoff hitter aboard. Pitch is high, a little bit inside, up around the shoulders for ball 1. The 1-0 to Maddie Wilkins, swung on, and that's belted to the gap in right center. Oh, making the grab. Nice job by the center fielder to race over and rob Maddie Wilkin of a base hit. Looks like the right fielder for Banks. Can't see the numbers from here behind home plate, but a big out for Banks. One out now, and a ground ball again could lead to a double play. Fiona Duryea, starting catcher at the plate for the Fishermen. First pitch swung on, and that's, past the shortstop. Throw to third. Nice job to get the ball back in. Is going to keep Mattiucci at second. Big power, but not much speed. So now runners at first and second and one out, and Megan Davis at the plate. Double play still in effect. See if Astoria tries to, well, even with the steal, they'd have to have a double steal to take away the double play. First pitch, and that's going to work just as good with the pass ball or wild pitch over the head of Cassandra Douglas, and now no double play in effect. Looking for a strikeout or something to the infield to try to keep Astoria off the board here in the fourth. 1-0 pitch again high, 2-0. Megan Davis, 2-ball count. Pitch from Alex Saunders, high, ball 3. Again, wiping her right hand, her pitching hand on the side of her pants on her right hip, trying to keep it dry and free from sweat, almost as if she's having problems holding on to the ball. And that pitch is going to be ball 4. Now the base is loaded and one out for Astoria, and Avery Biederman at the plate. Pitch is taken for a high strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to Biederman, swung on, fouled over the top. Out of play, 0-2, and now a big pitch from Alex Saunders. Trying to pick up the second out with the bases loaded. Strikeout or something to the infield, ground ball or infield pop-up should keep the runners in place. The 0-2, a bounce to the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Time called. I think Cassandra Douglas got dirt in her eye on the pitch that was in the dirt. One ball and 2 strikes to Biederman. Avery Biederman, outfielder for Astoria. 1 out, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 7-3 Astoria lead, top of the fourth. Pitch is swung on, and that's grounded to short. Play to the plate is in time for out number 2. As standing on the plate was Cassandra Douglas. All she needed to do is make the catch. No tag applied, but didn't need to. Second out now, and runners will, base is still loaded, but they do prevent the run from scoring. And now 2 outs, score still 7-3. Astoria with a 4-run lead. Top of the fourth, at the plate, that one foul tipped off the bat of Madeleine Linder, and she kind of inside outs that one off the first base side over the top of the backstop, out of play. The 0-1 is taken high. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hillsborough Hops in action tomorrow, the High A West League opener for the Hops, and that will do it. Out number 3. Again, Astoria threatens, leaving the bases loaded, but Braves hold them scoreless for the second straight inning after 3.5. Still Astoria 7, Banks 3. We'll see if Banks can try to get a little ground when we come back. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th. This is Banks Braves Softball presented by Jason Bond Remodeling. We'll be back in 1 minute after this. From Shannon Jennings Insurance.
Shannon Jennings of North Plains is your local independent insurance agent. Are you overpaying for insurance? She can partner with a vast range of insurance companies to provide you with the most competitive products and services. Whether it's your home, auto, commercial, or any other type of insurance, we take the time to learn about you, your family, and your business to find the best coverage to protect your unique needs. For quality insurance coverage at affordable prices, call 503-444-0566 or email Shannon at shannonjenningsinsurance.com.
Scoggins Creek Coffee is proud to offer delicious hot drinks and delectable breakfast items too. Visit their 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton. Open 7 days a week, Mondays through Saturdays until 5 and Sundays until 3. Make sure to ask about their weekly specials and visit their Facebook page. Scoggins Creek Coffee, 503-985-3483.
Bottom of the 4th inning, leading off for the Braves. Number 21, third baseman Hayden Rockwell. Pitch on the outside corner at the knees, called strike 1. Braves a grand slam from tying the game. The 0-1 pitch swung on, and that's going to be lined to right for out number 1, or lifted to right. One out for the Braves in the bottom of the 4th. Cassandra Douglas, starting catcher, batting for Banks.
Cassandra Douglas.
First pitch taken high, but rolled a strike, looked up around the shoulders, 0-1. Pitch that time is lined foul off on a pitch on the inner half of the plate. Lined off the neck of the bat, straight back 0-2. The 0-2 to Cassandra Douglas. Brave starting catcher swung on. That one's fouled over the top of the right side of the backstop. Onto one of the youth field dugouts off the first base side. 0-2. 0-2 pitch is fouled off the mask of Fiona Duryea. Still a 2-strike count. The 0-2 from Wilkin, and that's kind of a half swing lobbed up the third base side over towards the edge of the grass up against the fence. The 0-2 is high, well out of the strike zone, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Astoria 3 in the first 4 in the second. Banks 2 in the second. or 2 in the first and 1 in the third, as Cassandra Douglas goes down swinging for out number 2.
Number 5, Alex.
At the plate, starting pitcher number 5, Alex Saunders. 7-3 Astoria lead. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs. First pitch is grounder back up the middle for Alex Saunders, a 2-out single. And first time at the plate today for number 22, Mackenzie Fields.
Number 22, Mackenzie Fields.
Runner at first after a 2-out single up the middle for Alex Saunders. Showing bunt, brings it back, takes for strike 2. Throw to second is high. Alex is not going to try to head to third, did not want to get the third out, trying to reach too far. Runs at a premium for Banks. But a runner now is in scoring position with 2 outs. Mackenzie Fields at the plate. Ooh, lined right off the cross support pole up the third base side over towards the on-deck circle just to the left of us. 0-2 count. Wilkin looking for a strikeout to keep the runner at second from scoring, and bunt attempt is missed, and that'll do it for the fourth inning. Banks does get a base hit, but will leave Alex Saunders stranded at second after 4 full. Still Astoria 7 and Banks 3. We'll be back in 1 minute after this from Specialty Screen Printing.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
North Plains Chamber of Commerce invites you to Tenante's Pizza and Subs. Try one of the many specialty pizzas like the Mama Supremo or a delicious torpedo sub sandwich. Mention Westside Greatest Hits and save 10% off your order. Tenante's Pizza and Subs at the corner of Glencoe and Pacific in North Plains. Open 11 to 8:30 Monday through Saturday and Sunday 3 to 8 for carry-out and delivery. Visit their website, Tenante'sPizzaAndSubs.com, or call 503-647-5761.
Batting first for Astoria, number 1, Naomi Homestead.
And we're back, top of the 5th. Leading off for Astoria, number 1, Naomi Homestead. Top of the order, I do believe, for Astoria. Banks High School, located 25 miles west of Portland. First pitch swinging is lobbed to the outfield, and it's going to drop on the edge of the grass behind second base. And Astoria again has a leadoff base runner here in the top of the 5th. Number 2, Mercedes Walters.
Number 2.
Steps to the batter's box after a lengthy delay after some communication with Alex Saunders and her infield. Showing bunt, brings the ball back. Throw to second is, tag was to the right side of the bag as Homestead was sliding to the opposite side. And not tag applied, but not in time. So now Astoria with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Mercedes Walter batting with one strike. The 0-1 to Mercedes, low, below the knees, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 strike on the inside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second. Still nobody out for Astoria in the top of the 5th. Naomi Homestead, the base runner. Grounder back to the pitcher, throw to first, the only play. And now 1 out, but a runner at third. Naomi Homestead for Astoria.
Number 4,
Shelby Bruni at the plate for the Fishermen. Astoria's been scoring about 16 runs their last 8 straight victories, 8-2 on the season. That pitch lobbed to the plate, misses high. Banks doing a fairly decent job here in the middle innings after giving up 3 in the first and 4 in the second. Looked like this may be a blowout early. Pitch is lifted to the left side, making the catch, Rockwell for out number 2. And now, after getting the leadoff runner aboard after a bloop single to center, Astoria's in danger of not getting the run across with Naomi Homestead at third and 2 outs. But again, Tinley Mattiucci at the plate, 3 for 3 on the day. A triple and 2 singles, taking a strike that time, 0-1. 4 RBIs on the day for Tinley. A 1 pitch, swung on, grounded to short, throw to first in time, and that's the first time in her 4 at-bats that Tinley Mattiucci has been retired. So now 3 for 4 on the day. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still Astoria 7, Banks 3. Astoria leaves a runner stranded at third. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching Banks Braves softball on YouTube. We'll be back in 1 minute after this from Muley's Garage Doors.
Spring and summer are the best times to freshen up the look of your home. Muley's Garage Doors is here to meet your needs and give your home a facelift that brings curb appeal. Family owned and operated since 1991, Muley's Garage Doors has thrived for over 30 years by living and working in this community, supporting local teams and 4-H groups. Give Muley's a call today and see how they can freshen the look of your home. Call 503-640-6084 or find them on Facebook, CCB number 76100.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And we're back, bottom of the 5th inning, leading off for the Braves. Number 6, Malia Schertz. Showing bunt, bringing the bat back, but not before getting a piece of it off the end of the bat, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, again showing bunt. Front of the plate, throw to first. stretching to make the grab with keeping a foot on the bag for out number one just in time. One down for the Braves in the bottom of the fifth, number one, outfielder Madison Bigsby. First pitch low, tried to golf at one, and it's strike one. Softball next in action Monday here at home. Another difficult opponent, top 10 Staten, as Madison takes strike two. Oh, 2 pitch that time, well out of the strike zone. Ball one. Staten, Cascade, and Sweet Home all in the top 10 out of the Oregon West League. 1-2 the count. That pitch misses low as well, or misses low for a ball as well. 2-2 the count. Astoria a 7-3 lead. One out in the bottom of the fifth. Madison Bigsby, Braves outfielder, the hitter. The 2-2 count, swings and just does get a piece of it. Astoria, hoping their 7 runs in the first 2 innings, will hold up as Madison's called out on a third strike looking for out number 2. Top of the order, Jordan Mallard, hitting with 2 outs and the base is empty. First pitch out of the strike zone, outside for ball one. One out count to leadoff hitter Jordan Mallard, or top of the order, not leading off the inning. Pitch swung on and I think fouled out of the glove of Duryea. Pitch was high out of the strike zone, but Jordan went after it. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch swung on and getting a piece of it off the dugout we mentioned earlier over on one of the youth fields. 1-2 the count, 2 outs. Braves down to their final pitch here in the fifth, and that one's going to be grounded to short. Throw to first is in time for out number 3, and Astoria is in control as we head to the top of the sixth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left for Banks. In the home half of the fifth, we head to the top of the sixth. We'll be back after this as we restart our sponsor lineup. You're watching Banks Braves softball presented by Jason Bond Remodeling. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Thinking about updating your kitchen or bath? James Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They offer stone countertop fabrication and installation and cabinet installation services. They'll do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based locally in Washington County, they'll do jobs in most Portland metro locations. Call 503-753-9993 or email jasonbondremodeling@gmail.com. Jason Bond Remodeling, Oregon CCV number 227733.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
And we're back top of the sixth, leading off for Astoria, starting pitcher Maddie Wilkin. First pitch is swung on and fouling it straight back on a pitch at the knees, 0-1. Braves running out of opportunities offensively. This game was just a one-run game after the first inning, 3-2. This one is lifted to left center, making the catch for out number one is the Brave center fielder. Again, we're down at ground level behind home plate. Kind of hard to see the outfielder numbers from here. No numbers on the front of the jerseys for Banks, so we can't give you the names of the outfielders making the plays. That pitch bounces to the plate, ball one, as Fiona Duryea, starting catcher for Astoria, hits. One-0 pitch from Alex Saunders. Swung on a pitch up around her face and lifts it well out of play over towards the big grassy area behind the middle school, 0-2. Correction, 1 ball and 2 strikes, or 1 ball and 1 strike after first pitch was bounced to the plate. 1-1 pitch, swung on, and that's going to be lifted to the shortstop, Jordan Mallard, for out number 2. So after the first 2 innings, Braves have settled down defensively and held Astoria in check, but gave up 7 runs the first 2 innings and unable to do much offensively. Got 2 back in the first and 1 in the third. Megan Davis steps up with 2 outs for the Fishermen. First pitch, nice, swung on and missed. Strike 1. The 0-1 to Davis. Close pitch. Dropped a little bit too far below the bottom of the strike zone, says the home plate umpire. 1-1. Top of the 6th, 2 outs, 1-1 count to Megan Davis. Astoria a 4-run lead and a called second strike. Almost thought that was the 3rd out of the inning. Megan Davis will have 1 more opportunity to try to turn on a pitch and Astoria's scoreless streak, and she does just that. Doesn't end the scoreless streak, but does get aboard after ripping one through the hole between third and short. And still 2 outs and a runner aboard for number 10, Avery Biederman. Pitch that time is lobbed high, ball 1. The 1-0 to Biederman. Pitch is caught by Katie Raines for out number 3. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. The Braves still need a lot of runs. Down 4, 7-3. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th in 1 minute after this from Sarah Hesselman, Keller Williams Realty.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your bank's Braves. Sarah Hesselman, realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
Bottom of the sixth inning, that's how many outs Braves have left. Down 7-3. Showing bunt, and that one's going to spin off the middle of the bat foul over towards the third base on deck circle. 0-1 the count. Astoria 3 in the first, 4 in the second have been held scoreless since. 2 in the first for Banks and 1 in the third. Again showing bunt, and that pitch was high and too far up out of the strike zone to keep it in front of the plate, and a little bit late on the decision to bunt, and that one goes foul for strike 2. And now Katie Raines will have to be a swinger, and she swings and misses.
Number 3, Olivia Wyatt.
So 1 out for the Braves in the bottom of the sixth. Olivia Wyatt, speedster at the plate, has not been able to get aboard today, however. Actually, she has been aboard because she scored the third run in the bottom of the second on a pass ball. Pitch is called, strike at the knees, 0-2. The 0-2 swung on, and that's lined into center field as she golfs at one that was below the knees, but able to make good contact, and that one a rope to center field. And now the Braves have a 1-out base runner and Hayden Rockwell at the plate.
Hayden Rockwell.
And that one's going to get through the gap off the glove of the shortstop. Runners at first and second. And one more base runner. The Braves will have the tying run at the plate. But the double play is in effect as number 17, Cassandra Douglas, hits in the bottom of the sixth. Braves with a runner in scoring position. And the runner in scoring position has speed to score from second on a base hit. That one lifted foul. Out of play over the top off the first base side, 0-1. The 0-1 again skips off the inside of the top of the backstop and over the top of everything, even the concession stand press box behind home plate. The 0-2 pitch is off the glove of Duryea, and now both runners are going to be in scoring position. And a base hit should score 2. The 1-2 pitch, low, and it's going to squirt away from Fiona Duryea, but does a nice job to keep track of it up the third base line. Count is 2-2. To Braves catcher Cassandra Douglas. Wilkin gets her pitch, swung on, and that one's chopped to third under the glove of the third baseman over to short. Stretching to make the play at first for out number 2. No, she's ruled out at first. But the run at third will score to make it 7-4. Now things start to get a little more interesting. Alex Saunders with a base hit. Tying run at the plate. Alex Saunders with a base hit. Should score the runner from third. And could pull the Braves within 2. Pitch from Wilkin. Right there for strike 1. Lower end of the strike zone, but right there across the plate. 0-1 the count to Alex Saunders. That one's lifted to right, and it's off the glove, but it's going to be foul. That had stayed fair. That might have scored 2 runs. But Alex Saunders is down to her final strike with 2 outs for the Braves. Time called. Astoria wants to switch out the ball. 0-2 the count, 2 outs, a run in for the Braves. Trailed 7-2 early in the second inning. That pitch is lifted over the top, out of play. Astoria 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the second. Banks 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the sixth. 7-4 Astoria lead, swing and a miss. With a runner in scoring position, Alex Saunders goes down in the pitcher versus pitcher at bat. And we get to the top of the 7th. Braves down to their final 3 outs when they come to bat. The bottom of the inning. After 6 full, it's now Astoria 7, Banks 4. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back in a moment.
You could save hundreds of dollars by moving another loan over to Wana Credit Union. Receive cash or make no payments for 90 days. Get started by visiting wana.fcu.org. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Top of the 7th, leading off for Astoria, number 9, Madeleine Linder. First pitch from Alex Saunders is bounced in front of the plate for ball 1. That pitch taken high for ball 2, so that time Alex Saunders overcorrecting and behind early to the leadoff hitter. Here in the top of the 7th, Madeleine Linder. 2-0 count, taken all the way that time for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. And dangerous, that time almost missed the fact that Katie Raines was trying to tie her shoe at second base. And that one bounces inside well in front of the batter's box. 3-1 the count to Madeleine Linder. Alex, I think, is getting tired. Don't see anybody warming up in the Braves bullpen. And strike two called on a very late decision by the home plate umpire. Pitch about letter high, 3-2 the count. Full count pitch is lobbed to the plate, ball 4. The top of the order, Naomi Homestead hitting now for Astoria, 7-4 lead. Seven for Astoria, top of the 7th. That pitch is lobbed to the plate high and past Cassandra Douglas up against the backstop, and that will allow I believe number 3, Molly Matthews, to reach second. That pitch also a little bit high, did bring it down up high and up low enough at least where Douglas could make the catch and keep the runner at second, but the count's 2-0. And Alex Saunders is having problems throwing strikes here in the 7th. Pitch that time, strike at the outside corner, 2-1. Two-one pitch swung on and lifted down the left field line, and that's going to get over the head of Lila Davis. And play at the plate is not in time. Close, but Douglas had to jump a little to make the catch. And Astoria gets a little insurance in the top of the 7th, now with an 8-4 lead and time called.
Number 2, Mercedes Walter.
Still nobody out. A run in for Astoria. 8-4 now. The lead in the top of the 7th. Batting number 2, Mercedes Walter. Astoria 3 in the first, 4 in the second. 1 now in the top of the 7th for 8 runs. Banks 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the 6th for 4 runs. Pitch is high, ball 1 to Mercedes Walter. Other than the pitches hit by Astoria this inning, Alex Saunders has only thrown 1 strike, and that pitch is low and inside, bounce to the plate, 2-0. The 2-0 to Walter. Saunders pitches late, called strike high, 2-1. Two-one pitch, right there. Got to pull the trigger on that pitch. About letter high, 2-2 the count. Base is empty for Mercedes Walter, 2-2 count. Pitch from Saunders is high. There is a runner at second. We said earlier the bases were cleared after the run scored. Naomi Homestead at first, or at second. Full count to Walter, and that pitch is up and off the plate. Ball 2. Batting number 4, left-hander Shelby Bruni.
Number 4, Shelby Bruni.
Runners at first and second. Still nobody out. Shows bunt, brings the bat back. Throw to third is in time. Nice job that time between Cassandra Douglas and Hayden Rockwell to get the lead runner attempting to steal third. So now one out and a ground ball. The ground ball gets the Braves out of the inning. Time called. Trying to keep this just a 4-run game before Banks gets their final opportunity offensively. That nice pitch right there. Got to pull the trigger on that, 1-1. One from Saunders. Drops late, below the knees, 2-1. Close pitch, a little bit outside, 3-1 to Shelby Bruni. Pitch that time is lifted to the shortstop, Jordan Walter, for out number 2. Banks' defense has done a great job the last 5 innings, allowing just 1 run, but too much damage in the first 2 innings. Astoria with a 7-2 lead after the top of the second. And Tinley Mattiucci, a big reason why. That pitch, I think, outside, getting Cassandra Douglas checking with the home plate umpire. 1-0 the count. Pitch is grounded to second. Throw to first in time for out number 3. Astoria leaves a runner stranded at second. Braves down to their final opportunity. When we return, we'll be back after this from Wana Credit Union and LaHaye.
You could save hundreds of dollars by moving another loan over to Wana Credit Union. Receive cash or make no payments for 90 days. Get started by visiting wana.fcu.org. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsborough. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahays.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Bottom of the 7th, Braves down to their final 3 outs. Things cooling off nicely. We're getting some cloud cover, kind of big puffy clouds coming off from the west as taking the first pitch called strike, Lila Davis, Braves outfielder. 0-1 is swung on and lined foul into the backstop towards the gate to the Braves dugout off the first base side. Almost hit Mia Shirts, not Malia Shirts. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. And Braves down to their final 2 outs.
Number 6, Mia Shirts.
Mia Shirts hitting, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th, Braves trailing 8-4, and that one's grounded off the heel of the glove of the first baseman, Mattiucci, and hopefully a 1-out rally for Banks as Mia Shirts reaches on an error as that one gets away off the heel of
Madison Bigsby.
Tenley Mattiucci. Number 1, Maddie Bigsby at the plate. Looking forward to seeing her race this summer at the Banks Sunset Speedway just across the street from the softball field here in Banks, right across the street from the elementary school. One out, pitch is swung on and lifted foul out of play off the first base side. One and one the count. Pitch from Wilkin, taken up and away. Throw to first. Gonna get her off the bag. So now 2 outs, and that takes away any threat of a runner aboard scoring. 1 and 1 the count. Pitch up and out of the strike zone, 2 and 1. Now Astoria needing just a 1 out to pick up their 9th straight win. Pitch from Wilkin, swung on and missed. Strike 2. Now a full count pitch coming for Madison Bigsby. (3-2), swung on and missed, and that'll end the game. Astoria with 3 in the first, 4 in the second, and 1 in the 7th. Banks 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the 6th for their 4 runs. Tenley Mattiucci, the Columbia Sportswear Oregon National Guard hero of the game, going 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a triple, 4 RBIs on the afternoon. That'll do it for us. Our next broadcast, hopefully Monday, if there's no snow or inclement weather, when the Banks Lady Braves will be back here to take on Staten. Thanks for sticking with us this afternoon for this broadcast between the Banks Lady Braves and the Astoria Fishermen. Banks drops to 0-2 in Co-op League play, 2 and 5 overall. Astoria moves to 2-0 and 9-2 overall. That'll do it for us here from Banks High School. Final score, Astoria 8, Banks 4.